Hi, Leo. I'm Pam, the Lucky Mermaid, psychic seer and modern mystic, bringing you psychic predictions and messages from my spirit guides for October 2025. Please be sure to watch your sun sign, your rising sign, and your moon sign to get a more clear and complete picture of what's to come for you in October and perhaps beyond, because timing will be different for all of you in these general readings. Remember, sometimes your rising sign and your moon sign will resonate more for you than your sun sign. And if you're born on the cusp of your sign, some months your psychic predictions and messages are coming to you from there, so you might want to check that out. This recording is for Leo Sun, Leo Rising, and Leo Moon. I'm using the Tarot Muka Tarot deck in this reading. All that being said, Leo, now on to your October 2025 Psychic Tarot reading. And the first card you have, Leo, is the Page of Rods. So this could be you. This is a fire sign person, Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius, sun sign, rising sign, or moon sign. It could be a child to you. Pages can be adults that are immature or young at heart, or messengers, and it would be a messenger about communication, business, enterprise, or some kind of beginning of some sort. You may be trying to find I get like a hidey hole, a nick, like a nook, a cranny, a little man cave, she shed, whatever, to or in your own home or at the place where you work, to go off and do your, creative projects, do your work, or just have time to yourself, to meditate, to reconnect with yourself, that kind of energy. Some of you Leos are amused by watching people out in the world screw up or do goofy things. Or this could be people in a company you work for, a business, company or business you work for, a company or business you own, or within your own family, or even if you have a YouTube or a Rumble channel or on some platform and you're watching the other creators screw up in some way, and or whatever they're saying, you're finding amusing. And because of this going on, whatever you're watching that you feel like people are making mistakes and screwing up, this opens a doorway for you to swoop in and take the prize, or to fix the problem, or to get ahead in some way. You may also be very carefully watching where people are making mistakes that you don't want to repeat, or I don't know how else to explain this, that can save you from doing it. You're like, wow, I'm glad I saw this person or that person or a group of people do those certain activities or say those certain things, and then found out what happened to them. And now I'm like, you saved yourself. It saved you. It saved you from going down the same road and having similar problems. That's what I pick up. So watching other people struggle or go through some kind of screw ups, or and watch what things befall them, or based on certain choices or decisions they're making, it could really show you what to avoid. you know, what mistakes to avoid, what pitfalls to avoid. You could have problems with digestion or indigestion this month. It could be acid reflux or digestive problems, or like I said, you could be experiencing trouble with indigestion. There could be something you're trying to think of, like, I want to get myself out there in front of this story or get noticed and recognized. And what can I do to make my business stand out first? What can I do to become first on the algorithms? What can I do to be in front of the pack of all these other people that are doing the same thing or similar things? Like, you may be thinking of these kind of things, and that could involve work, that company or business you work for, the work you do there. It could be about, like, to be above and higher up than your coworkers, or to get more recognition or more raises and promotions. This could be if you own your own business and you have other competitors doing similar things, and you're like, well, I don't want to float along on the same level as them. I want to be the one that is first, the one that people go to first, the one, like, so this, I feel like you're analyzing these things, you're studying other people, studying things going on out in the world, what problems are arising from this decision or that decision. I get all of that here in this Page of Rods card. This could also be a fire sign person to you that you could feel a little annoyed with, and you have to tolerate their behavior. For some of you, this could be a brother or brother-in-law for some of you, but it could be, you know, just a fire sign person. The next card in your reading is the King of Cups. And the King of Cups is a water sign person, Pisces, Cancer, or Scorpio, sun sign, rising sign, or moon sign. This could be you if you have a sun, moon, or rising sign that is a water sign, or if you're born on the cusp of Cancer and Leo. This could be somebody that is like giving you drills. It could be a sergeant. It could be a boss. It could be something going on at work where you guys have to do drills, like how to, like, fire drills to troubleshoot problems if networks go down in the computer or something. Like, it could be drills of all kinds. Could even be in your own family. Like, maybe you're worried about fire safety in your, I'm not just saying fire, it could be other things. But like you and your kids and your significant other, you could be like, okay, we're going to do drills. So if somebody breaks in, what are we going to do? This is the steps. If a fire happens, what are we going to do? Let's do drills. If water is coming and there's some kind of a flood that's starting to happen, what are we going to do? Like, so you could be doing these drills in your own personal life, in your own personal family, with your kids and your significant other, or it could be drills of some sort going on at work, or you could be in the armed forces, in the military, and you could be having to do drills because of that. Some of you are going to get rich quick, or get rich or get some money through something that was brought to your attention or recommended to you by a water sign person. Could have been a best friend that says, hey, I got a great stock tip. You got to get in on this stock. I'm telling you, it's going to skyrocket. And you take the tip and bam, that stock goes up and you make a great deal of money. Or it could be about crypto, or it could be about a property where you're like, hey, this guy's like, hey, Leo, this property, they're going to sell it dirt cheap. But if you make a bid and an offer on it right now and you get it, you'll beat all these other people, because this person is hot to get it off their hands right now. And there could be like bidding wars over it. So I'm giving you the tip for you to like make some offer before they list it, blah, 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 like something like that. And it could be a great investment for you, even if the place is a dump, because I do see a place that looks like it's ramshackle, falling apart, deteriorating. The land is worth it. So look out for that, because this is a water sign person, for some of you, giving you the inside scoop or a break or some kind of deal or tip. And that tip is going to lead you to make money. And for some of you, I feel like you already got this tip. Some of you, I feel this already happened in July or August, but you may be getting the money now. For some of you, you're getting the tip now. So just be on the lookout for that. This is somebody I do feel for Leo. They are capturing your attention with whatever they're saying or doing or promoting. I do feel like this is somebody, it could be a realtor, it could be a financial planner or advisor, or I just feel like it's somebody that's good at what they do. They get inside scoops and knowledge, and you could make some money off of your connection or dealing with them. So next card you have in your reading, you have 2 major arcana cards in this layout. So those always hold more weight. At times they can last longer and be broader and stronger. You have the Moon, and this is secrecy and deception in romance. It can be secrecy by itself. It can be romance by itself. It could also be heightened psychic ability and intuition going on inside of you. It can also indicate something is an illusion, or it could talk about precognitive dreams or dreams in general. You could start having feelings for somebody, and this could be somebody that lives at a distance. They may even live in a completely different country. You could make an agreement or an arrangement that you are going to meet up. You could also be making a pact with someone you're already in a relationship with, where you're like, almost like getting engaged, or the promise of like being together forever. But you're in the early stages, and it's like almost like a promise ring. I'm not saying you're giving a promise ring, but it's like a promise of that. You could feel like a relationship you're in needs to grow and be fortified and made stronger. If you are in a love partnership with someone, you may be talking about like upgrading your house or condo, apartment, townhome, whatever you live in, to like make it more efficient, make it more smart, make things work better or flow better or easier. And you may be wanting to get like upgraded appliances or, heating systems or air conditioners or anything that you can operate from your phone, or remotely from a different location. Like, I don't know, but making things simpler, cleaner, easier. You may be also going through things you don't need anymore, like maybe you have too many servingware and you're like, we don't use all these dishes and all this. You may like trim down stuff in cabinets, make things flow more easily in other ways, especially kitchen related, but it could be just in your home in general. You have to be careful. There could be somebody that is trying to be deceptive with you in October, and it could be somebody it could be your significant other, but it could be somebody else, a family member or a friend that is, or a employee or coworker. I don't know who it is, but they're trying to be deceptive with you. If you don't find out about it now, you will learn of it later. It will get exposed to you one way or the other. So before I move on to cards number 4 and 5, I just want to say here, Leo, we had 2 eclipses in September, one on the 7th of September and one on the 21st. And these eclipses are going to bring change, new beginnings, endings, blessings, karma, and change. So if you want to see how these eclipses are going to affect you, you can get my eclipse effects from the full moon lunar eclipse in Pisces, September 7th, psychic tarot, crystal, and oracle card readings for each sign of the zodiac. And I did this same kind of series for the new moon solar eclipse in Virgo, September 21st, 2025, psychic tarot, crystal, and oracle card reading for each sign of the zodiac. I've had people tell me over the years that the eclipse readings are often like private readings for them. So you may want to check them out. You may want to get your sun sign and your rising sign or whatever normally resonates with you on YouTube or Rumble, depending on where you're watching my videos. And you may want to check them out. You can also get them on Patreon on the shop tab. So the link for my Patreon is down below. And the links for Vimeo for these 2 video series are down below with all the other video series I link down there. And you can get the links on my website at theluckymermaid.com on the videos page. The link to Patreon is on that page, and the links to video series are on that page. I do hope you'll decide to check them out, and thank you so much. I do truly appreciate your purchases. It means a lot and it helps me a lot. So now on to card number 4. So here is your next major arcana card. You have the Justice card. So this could be dealing with court documents, legal papers, lawyers, the court systems. It could divorces, settlements of any kind, mediation. But this could also be a situation that once was unfair or unjust, now becomes fair and just in the month of October. And it may not have anything to do with legalities. I do feel that some of you Leos are building up a case against somebody. It could be the reverse. It could be somebody building up a case against you, but I feel like you're the one doing it. And I get like, oh, I have to have the proof. I have to have the facts. I have to have the dates. So you may be journaling like transactions or verbal or monetary transactions and getting it all down on paper. It could be against somebody you did some kind of business with in the past. You could have worked for them, or you had a business working relationship with them. And maybe the things that you were promised you didn't get, or you got subpar quality, or you were owed money back or refunds, and you didn't get them, or if it was at a job and you were due overtime pay or disability and they didn't give it to you, or any kind of, anything that you could be mad at your employer for that they didn't provide, that was maybe even promised or written in a contract. I don't really feel like whatever this is going to go to court. I actually feel it gets settled out of court. You may have a friend of your father's that is a lawyer, or this lawyer could remind you of your father, because I get it like a fatherly connection here. Or like I said, could be a friend or a lawyer to your father is going to help you out somehow. They're going to give you legal advice, maybe write a legal letter, or, file some kind of motion, but then I feel it gets settled. If you are planning on changing something with a prenuptial agreement, child support arrangement, or some business you have and you need to, or a will, and you need, or a trust fund, and you need to make changes to it, you could be doing that in October, or maybe even going on into November. Some of you could actually be trying to pass the bar to become a lawyer, because I do hear that for some of you. Or you could be, maybe you're not trying to pass the bar yet. Maybe you're taking other classes, but your goal is to eventually become a lawyer, and you are taking classes and passing tests to get to when you take the bar to pass it. Or it could be the bar, because this is all coming up here. So last card in your reading, Leo, is the Eight of Swords. This could be feeling trapped in a prison, could be an emotional prison. You might be able to get out of it really easily, but you're not seeing that. So you can feel trapped in some way. You could have this feeling like you don't completely trust what you're being told. And there could be somebody that you're tired of listening to because they're bringing you down. It could be a podcaster. It could be a religious figure. It could be somebody you know in your life that you just don't want to listen to them anymore. Because they could be making you like, they could be kind of like, what do I call it? Doomsday. They could be talking too much about doomsday stuff, or like too much negative things, not enough positivity coming from them. So it could be somebody you know personally, but it could be somebody you watch. Could be a news anchor if you watch the news. It could be a podcaster. I don't know, but I get like, it's something you don't want to watch anymore. You don't want to listen to because it's bringing you down. And like I said, some of you could know this person personally. There could be a place you don't want to go to anymore because you could feel like there's threats. So it could be a place where you've gone and you feel like maybe somebody's threatened you. So, or you feel like it's unsafe to go to a particular thing because you're afraid of what is going to go on there. I mean, come on, there's been weird stuff going on out in the world, right? Shootings here, shootings there. I don't know what this is. So there could be like maybe a concert you were thinking of going to, and now you think, no, that's not safe. Or some big outdoor event, or some big event of some sort that you wanted to go to. And now you're thinking, I don't want to go there because I'm afraid of what's going to go on at this event. I don't feel like it's safe. So some of you could be experiencing that kind of feeling in October. You could feel like there's things binding you legally. The justice system could be binding to you. And look, you have the justice card right before it. And you may feel like I have to dot on my I's and cross on my T's and take very tippy-toe, careful caution around certain things because you don't want any legalities to come at you. You could be afraid of that. Like if you could be afraid of danger of people and they're like, what are they going to do next? You may feel fear about large groups and things like that. But it could also be legally you don't want to step on anybody's toes because you don't want to get in trouble. So it could involve that. So the best gemstone crystal I got for Leos to work with, use, and wear in the month of October 2025, you got Amazonite. And Amazonite is a stone of truth, hope, and flow. It brings clarity and calm. It dispels negative energy, and it can protect from electric magnetic frequencies. Amazonite has great healing abilities, and it's associated with luck, overall success, and money. It's going to help you feel more positive and look on the bright side of life. It's also going to help you know how to utilize your energy wisely. So if you're a Leo that's got a lot of irons in the fire, a lot of projects and plans that are all around you, it's going to help you. You carry or wear Amazonite. It's going to help you know what to do, the best order to do it, and to do it the most efficiently. If you're going to any betting, gambling, anything like that, it is going to help you with that. It's going to help you do that. It's going to give you good mental clarity. And it's really going to be helpful to you if you have to assimilate to change. So if you're going through any big changes, you may want to carry Amazonite, because it's going to make the transitions and you assimilating to change, like a new job or a new place to live, or new things going on, new friendship groups, to carry or wear Amazonite. And like I said, it's going to be lucky for you. So if you're going to do any kind of gambling in the stock market, crypto market, gambling, playing poker with friends, whatever you're doing, this could bring you luck and luck with money in particular. So I hope these messages were of help to you, and I hope they made sense. And if you're interested in any of the special video series I record on very specific topics, bringing you more psychic predictions and messages from my spirit guides, you can get them on my Vimeo on-demand videos and also on my Patreon shop tab. I've created a list you can read here on this slide. They are also linked below this video in the description box and on my website, theluckymermaid.com, on the videos page. So I wish you all a very happy, healthy, and wonderfully blessed month of October. And know that I wish you many blessings and peace.